Hello, and welcome to Oso Libre this month for February 2021. I'm Michael Barretto, standing to you from outside the tasting room today just to kind of show you our new expansion. We've been able to put in some new roof panel shading to aid in keeping the rain off for the rest of the winter months, or also add a little bit of extra shade in the summertime. Don't know how much longer we're going to be held to being outside all the time, but also when we can go back inside, it's nice to know that we have this extra outside space if we need it. On this month's program, we got Jeanine, and she's going to be talking to us about the 100-year storm that we received recently and what's going to happen with all that water. We got Ashley. She's going to be telling us about her favorite Valentine's Day movies, and then I'll be back in the kitchen talking to you about Steak Diane, kind of a Valentine's-y, nice, easy dinner for couples. Somebody can do it for that special someone. It only takes about half an hour to throw it together. So go ahead and watch this much episode, and I'll talk to you on the other side.
Hi guys, welcome to the ranch. The last week of January was a fruitful one as we received over 12 inches of rain in a matter of 3 days. They are referring to it as the 100-year storm because such a large amount of rainfall in such a short amount of time is very uncommon. We received nearly half of our annual rainfall in one storm. This is beneficial to the property for a variety of reasons. First, rainwater. First is supplemental irrigation water, is water in its purest form. So rainwater contains nitrates, which is the most bioavailable form of nitrogen. This is great because the plants can absorb the most amount of nitrogen through that rainwater. And it's beneficial not only for the grapevines, but for our cover crop that we have planted, as well as the rangeland areas of our property. Speaking of rangeland, rain creates a food source for our animals. As you can see, the sheep are happily grazing on the new grass. While it is short, it will grow in the next few weeks, and that is super helpful because we will no longer have to supplement their diet with hay. Rainwater also leaches out salts that have built up in the soil. So this is beneficial not only to the micronutrients in the soil, but also the microorganisms that live underground. The rain also brings back our natural water sources. Here you can see that the creek is flowing. This creates a natural water source for our cattle and the various other creatures that call Oso Libre Ranch their home. Stay tuned for our next segment to see the progression of springtime flora and fauna. We hope to see you guys soon.
Inside, fester and rot. I've seen it happen. You'll become one of those hunchback, lonely old men sitting in the corner of a crowded cafe, mumbling to yourself, "My ass is twitching. Your brick will make my ass twitch."
I love it. So funny. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining me today, guys. You just caught me. I'm watching one of my favorite movies. So, if you don't know, Ashley here. It is that time of year again. It's Valentine's Day. Ugh, barf. But we are going to celebrate anyways. So today I am going to share with you some of my favorite romances. And of course they all involve wine, which is, as we all know, my other favorite thing, which I am enjoying right now, as you can see. Let's take a sip. Yes, delicious, which I will share with you real quick. I am drinking our 2016 Quixotic, our estate cab, which is wine of the month. So all of our wine club members, you receive an additional 10% off. So get it now before it's gone. All right, so my top 5 movie list. Start with number 5. I'm sure all of you ladies out there have seen Wine Country. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I mean, it just really made me want to get together with all of my girlfriends and go up to Napa and just see all the shenanigans we could get into, all while drinking wine. I mean, what's better than that, right? And number 4, Under the Tuscan Sun. Of course, love it. Who doesn't love Diane Lane trying to find herself in Italy? Aw, just such a happy, happy love story. One of my favorites. Number 3, Bottle Shock. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it because it is great. I mean, just to see Chris Pine's hair and him rocking some awesome bell bottoms. But such a great story, and it is based on a true story, which is even cooler, all about wine. Very awesome, love it, hilarious. Really no romance in it, but that's okay. I mean, it's fine. It's still a really good wine movie. Let's see, number 2, A Good Year. Oh, who doesn't love Russell Crowe and Marion Cotillard? I love them both. Such a good love story. And of course it involves wine. You know, he becomes the new owner of this chateau in France, which is so far one of my most favorite places. Love France. Would love to have a chateau of my own. But so great, so great. And it ends just, you know, happy. Good wine, love, just what couldn't be better. And then number 1, of course, French Kiss. I mean, who doesn't love Meg Ryan? I mean, come on. She is just a classic. And Kevin Kline as a stuck-up Frenchman who is also a thief and a criminal, and all he wants to do is start his own winery in France. Like, come on. So great, so great. But it is, yeah, a classic. If that one, I think, should be at the top of your list. If you haven't seen, you need to. I mean, it's so great. You just caught me watching it. Best part ever of the whole movie. Wonderful. Well, guys, that's my list. I'm going to get back to my movie, and can't wait to find out what you guys are watching for Valentine's Day. If you watched any of these, let us know. All right, guys, cheers.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the kitchen here at Oso Libre Winery. I'm Michael Barretto, and today we're going to do a Valentine favorite, Steak Diane. It's a great, easy, quick recipe that you can do for that special someone. Quick, filling dinner, very flavorful, goes great with wine, especially Oso Libre Quixotic, our wine of the month. Real quick, all we're going to do is quickly sear some steaks in a pan, make a pan sauce, pour it over, and you're good to go. So let's get started. We're going to start off with filet mignon. Makes it very tender. And so this is a standard filet we get at the grocery store. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it thin into 2 steaks. Like this. Now I've got 2 thin steaks. I've got a little bit of parchment paper here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in here with 2 others that I've already done. And I'm just going to pound them out a little bit. That's the right side. Got that done. Just gonna season them now lightly with salt and pepper. And now they're going in the fry pan really quick, just about 2.5 minutes aside. Not too long at all. Okay, it's been about 2.5 minutes aside. Total of 5 minutes. Now we're going to pull the steaks out, set them on a plate. And then we're going to cover them with a little bit of aluminum foil. The sauce is going to be real quick, so they shouldn't cool off too much, and we'll be ready to go. Now to make the sauce, like I said, it's real quick in the pan. We're going to start with some onions. Throw them in there. And we're going to sweat them down. This will take about 7 to 10 minutes. Next, we're going to add the mushrooms. Sweat them down. Okay, got the mushrooms almost sweated down. I'm going to throw in the shallots now, or shallot, one of them. Get this to soften up. Okay, it's been about 12 minutes total. We added the onions and the mushrooms and then the shallots. Everything's nice and soft and sweated down. So now it goes real quick. We're going to start by adding the garlic. About 3 cloves, minced up. Stir that in, and you just want to get it fragrant. There we go. Next, we have the wine. This is going to be the liquid for the sauce. I'm going to use 2016 Quixotic because I have it handy. And this is about a total of a cup, maybe a little bit more, but not much. Stirring that in. In addition to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Good old Grey Poupon. Get that to dissolve in there. Little bit of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2, 3. And a little bit salt and pepper. Okay. Get that to a little simmer. Once you get a little bit of simmer, now you add the special ingredient, a little bit of cognac to the top there. And then for the wow factor that brings you back to the 70s, ooh. Let that burn off for a couple seconds and then just kind of stir it in. There we go. Sauce is ready. And so we started about half an hour ago, and I'm ready to plate. Doesn't take too long, simple to do. If you cut everything up, prep, nice and simple. You can surprise somebody for Valentine's Day. Start by plating the steaks. And then we just add a little bit of the sauce. The butter adds a nice sheen to the sauce. And then you got your vegetables and everything there. And then you garnish it with a little bit of parsley on top for color. And voila, steak Diane, Osso Libre style. So I'll give it a taste here. Steak still nice and pink, like I said, just 2.5 minutes aside. I want to get some sauce with it. Tender, nice seasoning. The mushrooms go good. And then we're going to pair it with the Osso Libre Quixotic. Definitely pairs great because that's what I used to cook it with. So there's no pairing, it just kind of all melts together. Well, hope you get a chance to try this recipe at home soon. Real simple and very good. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time in the kitchen. Great. That makes a nice dinner for you and that special someone on Valentine's Day. Wine Club members, you got the recipe in your monthly email. If you're not a Wine Club member, you can check the show notes and they'll be there. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like or subscribe button. I appreciate that. Every subscription helps. Last time I told you we were going to be talking about blending, but that didn't happen this month. We ended up kind of reblending and we got them finalized. We're going to be bottling the new wines in March, and so we'll talk about blending then. So I hope you join us then. Also, don't forget that we are now open daily. Reservations are highly recommended on the weekends where we book up pretty quickly, but midweek, pretty much stop by and we can accommodate you, although a reservation would be appreciated. We hope to see you next time on This Month at Osso Libre. Thanks for joining us.